Hello world, this is Zan with Abysia and Stairway to Eternity, turn number 18. So just go into the message. So this turn we have Conjuration 4, which allows me to make Fire Drakes. And as a prelude to my upcoming war with Naba, I think I'm going to start making a few of them. I think they'll be a good help with their Fire Breath attack. I'll show you next turn. I'll summon some this turn, and the next turn I can show you kind of what it does. But it's essentially a front cone Fire Breath, think like a dragon breathing fire. And because my Abyssians are effectively immune to fire damage, it does nothing to me, so they can stand behind my units and just breathe into the Nabaean troops and hopefully give me an edge in the melee. Looks like we found tar pits, which is more fire gems. Perfect, because I'm going to start summoning some fire drakes. We captured 13 blood slaves. Good job. That's what I needed him to do next turn. I'm going to use I think it's Control V. Yeah, Control V to put them all on Bardo the Barbarian. And he will get some slingers to kind of help him patrol. And he's just going to hold on to the slaves. I honestly have no idea if holding on to slaves affects their chances of finding more of them, but I would rather the patrollers hold on to them, especially this guy since he's human. These Abyssians will light the slaves on fire in combat. It's actually a really big problem. So let's move Bardo actually back a little bit and say stay behind troops. It's kind of a problem that the Abyssins will light the slaves on fire. But I think one thing that can happen is if they have like 20 slaves and they find 13, yeah, they'll only get 10 because their inventory is full per se. Anyways, we have an unexpected event, a domain change in old land, unknown's dominion. So who cares? I guess they're gonna see that I have a fort there now. Whatever. The fortress is on Folia is completed. Good. Unfortunately, this doesn't have a temple or lab. Fortunately, I will find a use for it when I come back to that. One brigand only. Damn, that was a really good blood hunt that only pissed off one person. And Bael finally died of disease. Rip. Anyways, to start with the turn, let's go to my capital. Make sure again, recruiting a big boy warlock and some lava warriors. Red shirt number 1 has arrived with the 9 slaves. I really wish it was 10. That's okay. So we're still going to build a sanguine dowsing rod. And we will leave red shirt number 1 here a turn so he can return with the dowsing rod next turn. I guess with the completion of this fort, I can no longer recruit slingers. So I'm just going to get that money back. Because each fort is now siphoning the resources from this province. And it's kind of good too, because I still have 144 resources here in my capital. And again, thanks to it being a cave, and then Abyssians having the cave resource bonus. This is why I always think it's huge that they start in the cave just for that. The extra income, the extra resources. We'll see how it looks once this province gets a resource, or a fort, because that will also siphon resources from these two provinces. But overall, if this is 144, I think I should be okay. Mainly because of these provinces here feeding into exclusively. Oh no, see, this one feeds here too. Yeah, it's just, that's a lot of resources, man, for the cave. It is what it is. Anyways, I'll keep site searching with these two. And I remember I sent this one over here to site search as well. It's really important, and I normally don't do this because I'm lazy. It's really important to search blood as well, so it's kind of good that these guys are doing it for me because occasionally you find like a blood discount site, and those can be huge in saving you blood slaves when you're doing rituals. And blood is definitely one of the magic paths you do a lot of rituals with. Anyways, as our scouting network continues, Naba is annoying with their dominion that you can't see what the heck's in there. So you literally need to put a scout in every province. I know we have a fortification here. You can wait, because this is the capital. So I don't want send one of these guys onto the capital and then he gets killed. To that end, this is what I'm going to do with the fort. I'm just going to build 2 assassins until I get around to actually putting the rest of the infrastructure up. Down here, eventually, I should probably send down a temple and all that, but it's going to be a minute. So moving over to the Satis Ermorian War. Looks like Ermor's got some stranded long dead over here. It's no biggie. and Satis has reclaimed this border, which is good. And it doesn't look like there's anything on the way. I don't want my scout to be on the fort because undead are very good at patrolling, so I think just watching these two provinces is good. I doubt Ermor has anything over here that's worth watching a fight on the capital though. So I think with these two, with vision on these two provinces, I should see enough. But having Sakonay come out over here means it should be safe for me to actually invest now on the Chemzots and build the lab. Leaves me with 290 gold. I wanted to build something here, but I guess it's not going to happen. We'll move Shaggy up here now, and Forfax can, I believe I was going to keep these guys as a garrison here, these 20. So I'll assign them to Thog and bump up his bodyguard, because I guess he's just going to stay here forever. And Forfax, I want him somewhere. I'll send him to, oh, because the other guys are slow. Okay, so they all stay here. I'll send him to the capital. Now let's put these guys in with those. So I'll send him to the capital, and he can grab more lava warriors, and I guess send them up to Ukrima because this is gonna be this is gonna be a war zone soon. Meanwhile, the two gentlemen here, they can start on summoning me fire drakes. And I swear there was an item that let me get more. But yeah, it must definitely be a fire 6 or a construction 6 item. I don't have it, which is unfortunate. This is one of the weapons I was saying earlier, though, with the command 100 for the teleporting warlocks. But that will take a minute. Up here we see there was a bunch of provinces that Fascia told me he was going to hit. Honestly, I'm not even going to bother to check because it's probably going to be all of these. Because you can sail to all of them. It's crazy. So anyways, that's all of my commanders. We have people researching. Hooligan. I guess Hooligan can go onto this throne when that time comes as part of the war effort, and we'll have Forfax and whatever mages I have here kind of lead. This is going to be a hard province. I think I would hit this one first because this is in his cap circle. So if I move here, it's going to be the most disastrous bloody battle I could possibly have. I'd rather like fill this province with a bunch of assassins and hope they kill things. And speaking of that, I just remembered I need to recruit an anathemant over here, or a dragon, anathemant dragon over here, because he can start site searching. And then I think I will want one more. I have 3 site searching everything. So like I'll recruit another one here, and I'll have one do, I guess, this half of the empire, the center, one come over here, and then the third one do Old Pangaea. And I think with the 3 of them, I should be able to like to wrap up, I guess, my fire gem site searching in time. And then occasionally they might find something with the Earth 1 path as well. And another important thing, and a lot of people overlook this, there are holy sites out there that you just need Holy 1 for. There's more, but the common one, you just need Holy 1, and it gives you an Astral Pearl. It's an ancient temple. I don't think I have one out now, but it's an ancient temple, and it will just give you an Astral Pearl. So it's like finding this enchanted gate. And as we talked about before, Astral Pearl is kind of important for me. Yeah, anyways, I think that is the turn. See you next time.